So very good afternoon, one and all who are present here. Today's guest, Dr. Krunal Parekh sir. I have a little bit introduced about the Krunal Parekh sir. Dr. Krunal B. Parekh is currently working as an assistant professor, innovation ambassador and convener IIC, head Entrepreneurship Cell at Central Institute of Business Management, Research and Development, CIBMRD, Nagpur. Sir has done PhD, LLB, MBA, MCom, BCom, and GDC&A. Sir has experience management teacher with a strong industry connect and the effective administrator and effective team player with a strong interpersonal skill. Sir's competencies and skills in the area of financial management, economics, international business, security markets, and entrepreneurship. Sir is also implement as a financial education resource person, SEBI Mumbai for Nagpur region, and trained more than 2,000 students on financial literacy under SEBI Mumbai. The certification courses include IC38, that is Certificate Exam of Insurance Agent in a Life Insurance, and NISM series, Mutual Fund Distributor Certificate. Sir is a motivational speaker and corporate trainer and invited as a resource person in many public as well as private companies for training. He secured outstanding rating for the academic year 2013-14 at DMIMS Nagpur. Sir has published more than 8 international journals and attended 7 international conferences along with various FDPs, seminars and workshops, etc. So without wasting of time, I request Dr. Krunal Parekh sir to continue and enlighten the session. Krunal sir, hand over to you.
First of all, thank you very much, Sanjeev Kumar sir, for a brief introduction. Good afternoon, all the faculty members, head of the department, and I must congratulate the management of SB Jain Institute Nagpur for arranging a one-week faculty development program under the banner of IIC. So, I've gone through with the detail and the theme, innovation, entrepreneurship, and intellectual property rights. Being an innovation ambassador of Institution Innovation Council of Central Institute of Business Management, it's being a privilege to share with you a few things, which is actually, we can say that basically a need of an hour. The way Ministry of Education, AICT, and respective IIC institutions taking efforts to educate their students as well as faculty members and participate in various types of initiatives and schemes offered by the Ministry of Education, AICT and IICs. Let me share my screen, sir. Just confirm me my screen is visible or not, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Sir, is my screen is visible?
Yes, sir. It is in process. Yeah, it is okay, sir. So slide show mode में डाल दीजिए उसको.
Sure, I will.
Yeah.
Right. So, keeping in mind the theme of this one-week faculty development program, I have selected the theme of startup and entrepreneurship. Yes, you can do it, right?
Yes.
So, I came to know that your today's first session purely based on the entrepreneurship, and I hope you all must have gone through with various types of examples and what are the threats, challenges, opportunities related to entrepreneurship. But still, again, it is my duty to I'll just go through and touch few points related to entrepreneurship. As we all know that India is moving towards the 5 trillion economy in coming years. Similarly, in the education system also, institutions are also marching towards that aim only, and they are doing fantastic if we go through with the data of AICT and Ministry of Education. There is a need of an hour of entrepreneurs, keeping in mind the opportunities in the companies, placement opportunities in the companies. Similarly, we can say that there is again a new opportunities and possibilities for the businesses to create values for themselves and for the society at large. The scope of entrepreneurship is wide, but again it remains unknown. The prospects of entrepreneurship activities remains fully realized, but unfortunately it is not. Since from last few years, it has been observed that entrepreneurship plays a very important role and essential drivers of our economic development. Keeping in mind this, there is a need as well as the entrepreneurship culture in the society and progressive and positive policy support from the government to flourish the things. If you go through with, there are different types of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs who do the businesses generations wise, new things wise, they generate their own new businesses, wealth, they give employment opportunities. However, they manage all the things against the risk of failure as well as the opportunities to increase the nation's concepts. Firm need to renew themselves with entrepreneurial thinkings. There are in total four types of entrepreneurs. One is innovative entrepreneurs, second is replicative entrepreneurs, third is opportunity entrepreneurs, and fourth is necessity entrepreneurs. There are one more entrepreneur nowadays is growing like anything is a social entrepreneur. Let me touch few points related to these types of entrepreneurs. If we are saying about innovative entrepreneurs, it brings new products and processes to the market and introduce new services, marketing techniques or business structures. So in all, we can say that it totally in a new forum wherein all the process, all the services, techniques related to things are very based on a innovation. Replicative entrepreneurs enters existing markets which offering similar to the existing products and services but with unique selling proposition. So the existence of the product or a market is already there, but the replicative entrepreneurs do the things in a different manner with a unique selling propositions. Third one is the opportunity entrepreneurs engage in entrepreneurial activities to become more independent or increase their income. Nowadays, we can see that the young generations are opting for this type of opportunities and they are doing the things in a very innovative manner. They are independent. They really wanted to increase their income, and for that, they are coming up with new ideas and opportunities. And the fourth one is necessity entrepreneurs do so to maintain their income when there are no other options for work. So we can say that this again a traditional sort of things wherein the generation or family business is going on and the generations carry forward the same. And surprisingly nowadays in India being an agriculture country, being an industrial hub, social entrepreneurs having a great opportunities who helps, who develop without explicit economic motive. Even innovative and replica innovations despite being driven majorly by economic purpose, social purpose, and facilitate broader societal aspects. If we go through with this, there are entrepreneurial journey. There are two types of entrepreneurial journey, and fundamentally, everyone who really wanted to start out their own venture or being an entrepreneur or being an budding entrepreneur, they should understand the fundamental ways of entrepreneurial journey. So there are two ways of entrepreneurial journey. One is entrepreneurial journey number one includes three main parameters. One is product market expansion. Already the business exists in the market, but they utilize the things with existing technologies and improve the same to survive in the market, to compete with the competitors, to sustain, to protect their products, to reduce their risk. That is again product market expansion. Second is reinventing products and restructuring markets, whereas they use basically a digital tools, digital technologies. They restructures their products based on the consumers' needs. They restructures their products based on the market needs. And the third one is industrial transformation. As we all know that every country having their own industrial resolutions. Based on that industrial resolution, they do have their own policies, 5 years policy, and every year they monitor. They they come out with something different so that they can achieve their 5 years target. India adopting these types of reformations and transformations, and fundamentally they focused on the new mainstream technologies. We all witnessed since from past 2.5 years, world suffer with the COVID, and technology that time was played a very important role, and now this is again a new normal in young India. So this was the entrepreneurial journey number one, includes product market expansion, reinviting products and restructuring markets, and industrial transformation. Nowadays, AI, artificial intelligence, I hope you all are getting connected with the AI concept, is again in need of an hour, having a great impacts in coming journeys. And the second fundamental ways of entrepreneurial journey, again having the three different parameters. One is technological transformation of basic industries. We all know that, and we all witnessed how the basic industry is transformed into the technological industry. So the example related to this are healthcare industry, transportation industry, power industry, and banking and finance. Just because of technology, just because of advancements of technology, all the sectors transformed from their basics to the new normal. Second is digital reinventions or disruptions of basic process. How they overcome with all the challenges, all the risk they were facing, keeping in mind all these things, with the help of digitalization, with the help of digital reinventions, companies are surviving, companies are competing, companies are focusing to carry on their business for a long term. There are few examples like Amazon.com, Study.com, Uber, Ola, Zomato, Swiggy, and many more. And the third one is product market expansion and segmentation, purely a marketing based strategy. We all know that if there is business, there will be a job opportunities, and if there will be a job opportunities, they need to run their business, and for that marketing plays a very important role. So one should basically understand the concept of product, concept of market, how to expand their product, how to expand their market with the help of segmentation also plays a very important role. And the few examples related to this product market expansion and segmentations are radio with preloaded music. We all know that Spotify is there. We all know that Ghana is there, and the many more. With the help of radio, we can enjoy this new technology. Ayurvedic products are also there. Combination and segmented product based on the market needs. The best example is we can say that a Domino's. When they entered into the Indian market, they started the strategies with 30 minutes delivery. If the delivery not done in 30 minutes, the pizza will be free. Because they have segmented the areas like this only. And they know that within the span of 30 minutes, having a radius of not more than 3 kilometer to 4 kilometer, they can reach easily, and they can deliver their order. They can give their service before time. And last is the geriatric medicine, is again one more example, and the many more are in the pipeline. So this is again a fundamental ways of entrepreneurial journey too. Now, what all are the traits of an entrepreneur? There are some common traits of an entrepreneur, and I think everyone having few out of this list, everyone having few entrepreneur traits. The best example is अगर हम लोग सब्जी लेने जाते हैं या कोई प्रोडक्ट खरीदने जाते हैं तो हम लोग बार्गेनिंग करते हैं. That bargaining gives you a, I can say that, a initiator. I can say that you have that type of leadership quality. You know that you are responsive to these things and you bargain. So there are few common traits of entrepreneurs, like entrepreneurs basically a risk taker. The very important trait of an entrepreneur is risk taker. Until and unless if you don't take risk, right? Even if we can say that in a job also, if a working person don't take risk, they don't grow. Similarly, the same, uh, we can say that the funda applicable to entrepreneurs also. Secondly, the entrepreneur should be very flexible. They should not stick with one particular point, because market is not stick in a single forum. Technologies is not stick on a single forum. It keeps on changing. So based on the market, based on the customer needs, based on the product requirement, entrepreneurs should be very flexible enough to adjust, to adopt that particular scenario and situations and act accordingly. Third one, entrepreneurs should have to have knowledge about their surroundings. They should not only related with, they should don't have that type of knowledge which purely stick with the competitors, competitor kya kar raha hai. But apart from that, they should have to have a 360-degree knowledge, wherein they can focus on their business, they can focus on their product quality, they can focus on their market, they can focus on the consumer needs, they can ultimately focus and target the society as well. Entrepreneurs should be independent enough. They should not be restricted themselves with a particular thing. They should have the mentality to adopt the things in an independent manner, so that based on the technology, based on the competition, based on the market requirement, they upgrade themselves time to time. Entrepreneurs should always have to have a energetic, they should have creativity in their mind, always think about their customer. There are many examples related to specific companies who continuously thinking about their customers, their product. They come out with the new. You must have seen many advertisements कि अब नए पैक में, अब नया, something different, अब ज़्यादा. I'll give you one example. There are three core competitors, not obviously core competitor, but two competitors, because I was working with Haldiram, and Haldiram having more than 200 products. Apart from that 200 products, their main products was a sweet only, and in Namkeen the bhujia was there. But Lay's enter with the chips, and Lay's was a biggest competitor as far as chips product is concerned in Namkeen segment. But if we are talking about Balaji, Balaji knows that there are two biggest giant already exist in the market, that is Haldiram and Lay's. But still they have adopted some creativity. They understand the customers mind कि आज अगर हम लोग कम पैसों में कुछ ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी देंगे तो people automatically will attract, and I can reach my market in a very short span of time. And similarly they did only. जहाँ पे 10 रुपए में आपको हल्दीराम 50 ग्राम दे रहा था चिप्स, लेस 50 ग्राम दे रहा था, वहीं पे हम कह सकते हैं बालाजी ने 60 ग्राम दिया, and they covered market like anything. Slowly and gradually, the market share of Haldiram and Lay's was deteriorating, and similarly, Balaji was there. But again, it's a race. Like we all say that life is a race. We have to keep on moving. Show must go on. Similarly, every company continuously think about these things, and it purely depends upon the leader. So entrepreneur should have to have a leadership quality. Leader means they don't, I mean, we can say that सिर्फ वो, हम बोल सकते हैं कि सिर्फ वो गाइड नहीं कर रहे हैं उनको, they stand with them, they educate them, they direct them, they work with them only, so that their team, their company grow. Entrepreneurs, one of the major threats of entrepreneurs should be they should have to be a responsive person. They accept the suggestions, they accept the criticisms. Entrepreneurship Entrepreneurs should have to have a resourceful mind, always जुगाड़ू. जुगाड़ रहेगा तो मार्केट में सस्टेनेबिलिटी रहेगी. सक्सेस के पीछे मत भागो, कंसिस्टेंसी को मेंटेन करो. So when entrepreneurs maintain their consistency, when they understand the success, and once you understand the success and keep on trying and develop and work on this, your consistency will be there and you remain in a top position. The best example is you can take an example of Mukesh Ambani and Gautam Adani. Now Gautam Adani is on top. What is the reason behind that? Why Mukesh Ambani is not on top now, top 5 global level? There are many problems. There are many challenges Mr. Mukesh Ambani was facing. Similarly, Gautam Adani was also worked on this. He continuously understand what all are the pros and cons, how to overcome with this challenge. So we can say that the persistency, the initiator role plays a very important part in this. So these all are the threats of entrepreneurs. I hope you understand. Now I would like to ask participants, out of this many common traits of entrepreneurs, any one or two can reply out of this. कितने लोगों के traits inbuilt अभी से मिलते हैं? Can anyone reply? It should be a two-way communication. It should not be a one-way communication. Can anyone? सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. सर आवाज नहीं आ रही है आपकी.
Hello. हाँ sir. Most of the faculties are related to academics. we
Okay.
have motivate them
But
for the
still,
entrepreneurship and innovations.
absolutely right. But still, they have this type of traits and qualities, like leadership
Yes.
quality is there.
Yes, sir.
They
Yes.
handle
We are listening
students.
you, sir. It's quite interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Just a second, sir. Okay. So that was all about. Sir, screen is visible. Sanjeev
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, it is okay, sir.
So, yes. So that was
Preferably
all
it
about.
on a slide show, sir. अगर वो slide slow में होती तो थोड़ा बड़ा दिख जाता screen.
अभी सर अभी दिख रहा है बड़ा?
नहीं उसी इसमें आ रहा है सर. ठीक है, it's okay. You can
सर
continue,
just
sir.
a second. Just a second. Stop sharing करता हूँ. And again फिर मैं लेता हूँ. Just a second, sir.
Yes.
Sir, now it is visible.
Yes, the slide
Yes,
is
sir.
visible, sir.
It's okay, sir.
It's okay, sir. You can continue, sir.
No problem.
Okay, okay. Because मेरे यहाँ से मैंने full कर दिया है sir. I don't know वहाँ पे.
हाँ, यहाँ पे वो पूरा स्क्रीन दिख रहा है सर आपका. किसी का नहीं क्या उसका. स्लाइड शो मोड पे नहीं आ रहा है वो.
No problem, but it's okay, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay,
Fine. Thank you. Right. So just quickly recall what we have understood till now. Entrepreneurs, we all know that yes, India is marching towards 5 trillion economy in coming years, and entrepreneurship is in need of an hour. But entrepreneurship के पहले startups की जरूरत है. There is a huge need of startups. बिजनेस कौन करेगा? जब तक बिजनेस नहीं होगा नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी. So नौकरी से ज्यादा बिजनेस की जरूरत है. The more the business will be there, the more the opportunities for the young Indians. So there is a need, and there are many, we can say that there are many initiatives taken by the government of India, Ministry of Education, and AICT is marching towards that line only. So there are two main schemes as far as the business is concerned, entrepreneurship is concerned. One is GEM and second is Momani. I'll touch this point in coming slides. But yes, we need to understand, just recall what we have understood. We have understood about what exactly the entrepreneurship is. Entrepreneurs who play the role of entrepreneurs being and starting their own business. Entrepreneurship is nothing but doing a business in all sizes around the world, right? Entrepreneurs gives new opportunities, possibilities, and create values for the societies. There are maybe various scopes related to entrepreneurship, but still, yes, few activities are not fulfilled because the sense of belongingness, the sense of risk taking ability is missing. We can say that it is gradually improving, but still, yes, in a larger side, if we can say that it is missing. Because the meaning of entrepreneurship, we can say that it's nothing but to undertake. The moment you identify the business, and how you can identify the business, if you understand the problem of the society, then only you can understand the business, right? I'll give you a simple example. हमारे यहाँ पे नेचुरल लेवल पे पानी बहुत है, हमारा बॉडी मोर देन 70% पानी से बना हुआ है, हमारे देश में पानी बहुत है, फ्री में मिल रहा है, राइट? एक दिन किसी ने सोचा कि क्यों ना हम इसको बॉटल में पैक करके बेचे. द मोमेंट ही अंडरस्टूड, द मोमेंट ही द आइडिया केम इनटू हिज और हर माइंड, वो एंटरप्रेन्योर बन गया. So similarly, there are various problems in engineering also, in management also. All India Center for Technical Education and Ministry of Education जो है, इन लोग स्मार्ट इंडिया हैकेथॉन करवाती है, wherein problems बहुत सारे हैं, वो problems को identify करना है. Respective students as well as faculty also can submit their problems online, and based on that national level का competition होता है, and based on that fundings होती है, बहुत सारी चीजें होती है. So hackathon is a very good platform. Then we have understood there are different types of entrepreneurs, like innovative entrepreneurs है, replicative है, opportunities है, और necessitative है. तो इसमें से पॉइंट नंबर टाइप नंबर 1 और 3 बहुत ज्यादा चल रहा है, that is innovative entrepreneurs and opportunity entrepreneurs. They are doing very good in as far as entrepreneurship is concerned. But social entrepreneurship is also growing in few states. Not we can say that all over India, but still they are the very good response we get in Maharashtra as well. Then there are fundamental ways of entrepreneurship journey number 1 and journey number 2. Journey number 1 includes 3 main parameters. One is product market expansion, then reinventing products in restructuring market, and third is industrial transformation. Now the present government is majorly focusing on industrial transformation, so that this fundamentally new mainstreams come into the picture, and more industrial change, more and more industrial product developments will be there, so that India should not be dependent on other countries like China. And the second one, fundamental ways of entrepreneur journey includes again 3 parameters: technological transformation, digital reinventions, and product market segmentations. Then we have also understood traits of entrepreneurs. I hope most of the traits you still carry with you only. The only thing is that we need to understand, हम लोगों को थोड़ा सा उसको sharpen करने की जरूरत है, irrespective of कि हम कौन से professions में हैं, but yes, few things are already inbuilt in ourselves. Now let's try to understand startups. Yes, एक स्टार्टअप को 4-5 साल लगता है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में कन्वर्ट होने के लिए, एक अच्छा एंटरप्रेन्योर बनने के लिए. इट इज लाइक हम लोग 10th तक स्टडी करते हैं, 10th के बाद में हम लोगों की जो स्टडी होती है वो हमारा बेस होता है हमारे फ्यूचर के लिए. सो स्टार्टअप्स अगेन प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल, एंड आई एम हैविंग one data which was published on 10th April 2021 by Vaishnavi Dayalani. Indian startups turning unicorns more than 2 faster than a decade ago. So if we say कि 10 years back, if we see the data of our startup, it was something like 1 or 2, but now it is 20, now it is 30, now it is 100, more than 100. I think 106 or 107. So journey started in the year 2012 when Flipkart Sachin Bansal introduced the concept of online marketing. So e-commerce platform के through Flipkart ने चालू किया था 2012 में, then 2013, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and in 2021, the data is in front of you. The data, I have taken the data from inc42.com, a biggest startup हम बोल सकते हैं कि ट्रैकर है. They regularly monitoring the unicorns of India. So that was the data. I will come into this slide afterwards because This was the base, right? Now let's try to understand the in detail concept of startups, and then we'll come with the slide. So how do a startup valuations using 8 different methods? You must have seen Shark Tank India. अभी जो Shark Tank global level पे चल रहा था, तो India have already started. Season 1 already completed, season 2 also on the pipeline, and I think वो भी हो गया है. So yes, startups का concept क्या है? तो startups को value करने के लिए we need to understand कि if the startups having proper capital, they meet the customer needs. If they are having investors, they meet the investors' expectations, and they are planning to achieve the new milestones. So if you are saying unicorn जो concept है, हमारे नागपुर में ही capital बहुत सारे ऐसे venture capitalists है. They are basically funding to the startups. There are various government schemes as well. But yes, the unicorn valuation concepts comes into the picture, wherein every startups who basically valued at $1 billion or more, we can say that in hundreds, is called a unicorn. But now there is 2 steps ahead with the unicorn valuation concepts, that is decacorns and hectocons. Decacorn starts valued with somewhere around $10 billion or more, and hectocons valued at over $100 billion more. So in India, we are marching towards unicorn values only. Still, we are waiting for a decacorns and hectocons. There are 1 or 2 in the pipeline, but still, yes, based on the keeping in mind the balance sheets and their investments and their financial feasibilities, it keeps on ups and downs. So we need to understand the startup valuation, but before that we need to understand 2 concepts of B2B and B2C, business to business and business to consumer. There are basic difference between the customer and consumer. Can anyone tell me what is the basic difference between customer and consumer? Anyone from the participant? Anyone? Basic difference between customer and consumer? I'll tell you. हमारे घर पे हमारी माताजी ने हमको कहा है कि बेटा जाके दूध लेके आ जाओ, and we go to that general store or a dairy and we purchase that particular milk. तो हम customer बन गए, and from that particular milk, if we drink tea, coffee or milkshake, etc., so that all the concept called a consumer.
Purchase
So
and the use. Purchase and the
yes,
use.
yes. So purchase and use. So purchase we called as a customer, and the use is called a consumer, right? So we need to understand the business to business and business to consumer concept. So business to business is like if Sanjeev sir is running uh, their own business, and their business related to fabrics, and I am also running my business, and I located in Nagpur, and Sanjeev sir is located in Amravati, and I am a wholesaler, right? So Sanjeev sir used to purchase from me. That is what we call as a business to business. One business person purchasing the things from the another. The business to business concept. And the business to consumer is, yes, business person selling the products to the customers only, right? So there are 2 types of startups, business to business and business to consumers. We need to understand, and based on that we need to value how we evaluate this startup. So there are 8 different methods globally adopting. So I have taken this 8 different methods, and the references also given there. So first is Burkus method. This method is basically developed by a venture capitalist. Those who are having money and they really wanted to invest in some business, right? But they don't want to be active partner. They wanted to be remain in a passive partner. पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर दूंगा, आपको बिजनेस को रन करना है, आई विल टेक माई शेयर. So venture capitalist, being a venture capitalist, they workers find the valuation very specifically because they need to understand कि business तो मैं नहीं चला रहा हूँ, I am just investing in the business. So what would be the pre-revenue startups? Can anyone tell me what is revenue? Can anyone tell me what do you mean by revenue? Whatever you sell and you gain money, that is your revenue. Suppose you have 10,000 rupees stuff and you sell that 10,000 rupees stuff. Out of this revenue, your profit margin is 20%. It means 2,000 rupees. So every company should focus on revenue aspects, not profit. If their revenue increase, their profit automatically gets increased. So this pre-revenue startups wherein your business is not started, but still, yes, how much revenue you will be going to earn in coming 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 5 years. That is purely based on your product. Your product is not sale yet, but still you are planning, you are analyzing the value, or you are analyzing the revenue structure of that particular product. Business not yet selling their product at a scale. So for that, lot many research, lot many survey companies are there. They are doing lot many surveys because there are few types of entrepreneurs who are doing their business, right, which is already exist in the market, but they are coming up with some unique selling propositions. And for that, they need to understand the pre-revenue startups so that you can understand your products, you can understand your sellabilities, and at what scale you really wanted to scale up your business. You will get an idea, not 100% sure, but still you get an idea about these things. जैसे कि हम लोग स्टूडेंट्स के रिजल्ट को देख के अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं उसके एकेडमिक करियर क्या रहा होगा, 10th 12th and graduation. Similarly, this type of method will give you a brief idea about startups. So if you really wanted to invest, you can invest. If you found the company strong, futuristic, you really passionate about these things, optimistic about the company, you will definitely invest because your products are like this only. Unique selling proposition is there. Leadership quality of the entrepreneurs is there also. They are very positive and confident also. So many things you can judge from this method. Then second is comparable transaction methods, wherein this is again one of the most popular method. Simply we compare with the existing market. So you set your target, how much was startups like my acquired for, how to value these things, how to build. Here is one example. This is again an international example. For instance, imagine that Rapid, a fictional shipping startup, was acquired for 24 million. Its mobile app and websites had 7 lakh users. That's roughly $34 per user. Your shipping startup has 1,20,000 users. That's give your business a valuation of around 4 million. Right? So you need to understand it's from comparable transaction methods. You basically compare the numbers. आज अगर मेरा बिजनेस 10 लाख करोड़ का है और मुझे प्रॉफिट 1 लाख करोड़ हो रहा है, and the other competitor having a business of 10 lakh crore only, but they are earning 2 lakh crore. So मुझे किस में जाना चाहिए? मेरा 10 लाख करोड़ का बिजनेस करके 1 लाख करोड़ कमा रहा है और 10 लाख करोड़ का बिजनेस करके 2 लाख करोड़ कमा रहे हैं. We need to understand this gap, right? So this is again a number game. Until and unless if you don't compare, you don't understand. If you go through with the Shark Tank और वहाँ पे अश्नीर ग्रोवर जी का एनालिसिस अगर आप देखते हो, if you will get time, definitely YouTube पे आप अश्नीर ग्रोवर जी का जो भारत पे के पहले भारत पे में थे पहले, अभी उन्होंने छोड़ दिया है, उनका एनालिसिस देखना. He always stress on numbers. अगर ये बिजनेस करना है तो मुझे कितने नंबर्स मिलेंगे. मेरे क्लाइंट कितने मुझे कितने दिनों में ज्वाइन हो जाएंगे, मुझे ये बताइए, देन ओनली आई विल गोइंग टू इन्वेस्ट. आई डोंट वांट कि मुझे 10% प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, 20% प्रॉफिट मिलेगा. आई जस्ट वांट अ नंबर. इफ आई विल गेट अ नंबर विथ वेरी लेस कस्टमर, मुझे चलेगा. मेरे पास 5 ही कस्टमर है, मगर वो कस्टमर मुझे हर साल 5-5 करोड़ का बिजनेस दे रहे हैं, और मेरे पास में 50 कस्टमर्स है जो मुझे हर साल 1-1 लाख रुपए का बिजनेस दे रहे हैं. आई वुड डेफिनेटली प्रेफर दैट 5 कस्टमर ओनली. आई एम हैप्पी विद दैट 5 कस्टमर. नंबर गेम. Third one is a self analysis, wherein you established your own business card, scorecard. It is something like your own report card, wherein pre-revenue businesses का analysis करने के लिए there are parameters, and out of 100% you give the percentage so that you can understand where is the loophole, where I need to work. Like there, the few examples like strength of team 0 to 30%. अगर आपकी टीम स्ट्रांग नहीं है, लाइक इन एजुकेशन फील्ड, इंस्टीट्यूट में अगर फैकल्टी स्ट्रांग नहीं है तो इंस्टीट्यूट में बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क है. So faculty should be strong. If faculty should be strong, experienced, right, updated, upgraded, then only students का future बरकरार रहेगा, and then only institute का future बरकरार रहेगा. तो we all are the proud pillars of the institute, we can say that. तो अगर टीम रहेगी नहीं strong, तो आपके वैल्यूएशन में बहुत बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क आएगा. सिमिलरली 0 to 30% हमने उसको दिया है. Size of the opportunity, yes. Why you are investing in this startup? If you have found some opportunities only, if you have found some we can say that हम लोगों को कहीं ना कहीं हमारा फ्यूचरिस्टिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से वी हैव analyzed the business structure, then and then only we can able to invest in this particular company. Rather it would be a quality of that we can say that entrepreneur, quality of that management, right? बहुत बार हम लोगों ने बिजनेसेस में देखा है कि लीडर प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. अगर उसमें हम वो इंसान अगर उस कंपनी में नहीं है तो कंपनी रन नहीं कर पाएगी. सो क्वालिटी आल्सो प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल. सो ऑलवेज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द साइज ऑफ द अपॉर्चुनिटी. अगर क्रिकेट में धोनी है, विराट है, तेंदुलकर है, कपिल देव है, सुनील गावस्कर है, तो ऐसी टीम कितनी स्ट्रांग हो जाएगी, यू जस्ट इमेजिन. So size of the opportunity also plays a very important role, and it gives a 0 to 25% of the market. So 55% तो आपका यही हो जाता है. अगर ये दोनों strong है तो company definitely 90% chances are there they will going to invest. So methods ये होता है. Then product or services, of course, without that only business can't run. 0 to 15%. Environment also plays a very important role. Competitive environment 0 to 10%. Then yes, बिना माल बेचे तो बिजनेस ही नहीं चलेगा. बी इट एनी टाइप ऑफ एनी सेक्टर, आईटी सेक्टर हो जाए, हम लोग कह सकते हैं सप्लाई चेन सेक्टर हो जाए, ऑपरेशनल सेक्टर हो जाए, बैंकिंग हो जाए, स्टील हो जाए, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. So yes, marketing, sales channel and partnership plays also a very important role, and the weightage is 0 to 10%. Then a need of additional investments, because we need to understand and we need to continuously maintaining our working capital. डे टू डे एक्टिविटी में हमको जो खर्चा लगता है, अगर हम लोग उसको मेंटेन नहीं करेंगे, हम लोग उसको रियलाइज नहीं करेंगे, हम लोग उसके प्रोविजंस नहीं रखेंगे, सो यस देयर विल बी अ डे व्हेन हम लोगों को या तो अपनी कंपनी के शेयर्स बेचना पड़ेगा या कंपनी बेचनी पड़ेगी. तो कीप ऑन ट्रैकिंग विद द एडिशनल इन्वेस्टमेंट फैक्टर्स, कीप ऑन वर्किंग ऑन दैट ओनली if you really wanted to expand your business. And the other 5%, yes, you can say that the miscellaneous parts, right? If you get an opportunity to collaborate with your Google, या फिर हम बोल सकते हैं Apple के साथ में टाइप करना है, या ग्लोबल लेवल पे there are many companies who really wanted to tie up with. So 5%, 0 to 5% का हम लोगों को वैल्यूएशन पर से वहाँ रखना पड़ेगा. So this is again a scorecard valuation method. Then cost to duplicate approach. It includes, this is again a key method wherein you figure out how much it will cost to create your own startup. Obviously, हम लोग खर्चा देखेंगे, घर पे शादी है तो we will definitely prepare a budget. According to budget only we'll go ahead. So we need to understand, yes, what type of assets, what type of liabilities we do have, right? Yes, what type of company brand is there, company goodwill is there. मैगी लक्स नाम से बिकता है, बट द ओनर इज लक्स का ओनर जो है, लक्स कंपनी का नाम है हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर, एंड मैगी जो है वो नेस्ले को बिलोंग करती है, बट दे हैव देयर ओन प्रोडक्ट ब्रांड, दे हैव देयर ओन गुडविल, कंपनी हैविंग देयर ओन गुडविल। मैगी का इशू चल रहा था कुछ समय के लिए, मैगी ने बंद कर दिया था, बट दे बाउंस बैक, दे कमिंग अप विथ न्यू एडवर्टीजमेंट के अब हम वापस आ गए हैं और कुछ नई और कुछ पौष्टिक चीजों के साथ में, राइट। सो यस, कॉस्ट टू डुप्लीकेट अप्रोच वेयर इन डबल खर्चा, कहीं ना कहीं रिपीटेशन शुड नॉट बी देयर, we need to understand this also. So based on this methods you can understand and you can remove that duplication part. You can also understand the various types of assets. There are two types of assets. One is tangible, wherein you can touch, feel, understand. Intangible you can't, like brand or goodwill. tangible में हम कह सकते हैं फर्नीचर है हमारे यहाँ पे, मेरा खुद का ऑफिस है, मेरे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर्स है, दिस ऑल आर माय assets. But intangible, your brand and goodwill is there. So yes, duplication should not be there. Fifth one is risk factor summation method. Initial value कितना रहेगा, रिटर्न ऑन इक्विटीज, रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट्स क्या मिलेगा, मॉनेटरी वैल्यूज जो है इंक्रीज रहेगी, डिक्रीज हो जाएगी, राइट। जैसे हम लोग कुछ चीज़ों को परचेज करते हैं तो वी नीड टू पे अ डाउन पेमेंट, राइट, एंड द रेस्ट अमाउंट विल बी, हम बोल सकते हैं सेल्फ फाइनेंस, लोन फाइनेंसिंग हो सकती है। if anyone having their own capital, they can fully pay the money, right? But yes, we need to understand and value the risk factors, wherein you can check, cross check risk affecting which your businesses. So there are 12 common risk categories, we can say that, in any business, and entrepreneur should keenly observe all these things and try to mitigate all these things, all these types of risk. One is yes, मैनेजमेंट का रिस्क। अगर मैनेजमेंट को लगता है हमारा बिजनेस नहीं चल रहा, दे सेल आउट बेसिकली। यस, मैनेजमेंट में लीडरशिप क्वालिटी में प्रॉब्लम आ गया है, सो अगेन दिस विल बी अ रिस्क फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर कंपनी। देन स्टेज ऑफ द बिजनेस, इज इट अ ग्रोइंग स्टेज, because normally a business cycle, as per the business cycle concept, if we are talking about way back to 20 years या 2 decades, so 20 साल पहले ये कंसेप्ट था कि कोई भी अगर नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट होता है तो इट विल टेक मिनिमम 3 to 4 years to reach to a growth stage. So from inception to growth will take a 3 to 4 years, and now after 20 years if any business starts, they reach, I'll share with you the slides in coming, I'll share with you the slides. तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि जो स्टार्टअप्स अभी आए हैं वो 2 साल में उन्होंने वो स्केल अप हाइट रीच कर लिया है, जो कि हमारे जो बिजनेस टाइकून्स है, बड़ी बड़ी कंपनीज है, रेप्यूटेड फंडामेंटली स्ट्रॉन्ग कंपनीज है, उनको सालों लग गए थे उसको रीच करने में। सो एट इन पर्टिकुलर व्हाट स्टेज ऑफ योर बिजनेस इज देयर, देन पॉलिटिकल रिस्क इज देयर, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रिस्क, यस, costing factor plays a very important role, and apart from that, costing other facilities which is nearby, surrounded, and from the side of government also. Then sales and marketing risk, because it keeps on changing. Sales technique should be continuously changed, marketing technique should be continuously changed, because change is constant and it keeps on changing, right? So every entrepreneur should need to focus on this also. Then funding and capital raising also plays a very important role. Of course, competition, मोनोपोली वाली तो कोई बात ही नहीं है। इफ यू से मोनोपोली, तो यस वी कैन से दैट यस, हमारे आईआरसीटीसी मोनोपोली रोल प्ले करती है, बिकॉज इट इज सोरली कंट्रोल बाय गवर्नमेंट। ऑटोमिक इंडस्ट्री जो है हमारे यहाँ पे, जो वेपन्स और सब चीजें बनाती है, डिफेंस से रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट्स बनाती है, वो सब गवर्नमेंट के अंडरटेकिंग है। सो दैट इज अगेन एन मोनोपोली कंपनीज, बट स्टिल देयर आर मेनी कंपनीज हु प्लेज अ रोल ऑफ, हम बोल सकते हैं मोनोपोलिस्टिक और ओलिगोपोली, wherein there are big competitors. If I give an example of telecom company, so Jio is there, Airtel is there, Vodafone Idea is there. So आने वाले समय में ये तीन ही रहेंगे, BSNL, MTNL, all will be merged, and probably they all will be privatized in coming years. So yes, competition risk is there, and competition अभी बहुत सारे players नहीं रहेंगे मार्केट में, there will be a few players in the market only. Technology risk, you all know. Litigations, yes. International risk, as we all know that third world war जैसा सिनारियो हो गया है, and every country is suffering with, previously was with we can say that COVID, and now it is a war scenario over there globally. Then reputation risk, yes, company का reputation and everything plays a very important role. And yes, company potentially कितना exist करती है and they sustain for a long, if they are having a sustainability plan or not. So this 12 common risk categories also plays a very important role. Then discounted cash flow method is also there, wherein yes, you may work closely with a market analyst or investors, और आप continuously देखोगे. Yes, if we are talking about cash flow, it includes your inflow and outflow of money. जैसे हम कहते हैं ना, हमारा बैंक का पासबुक है तो अगर पैसा आ रहा है तो क्रेडिट होगा, पैसा जा रहा है तो डेबिट होगा. सिमिलरली इन कैश फ्लो ऑल्सो, मनी इनफ्लो पैसा आ रहा है, मनी आउटफ्लो पैसा जा रहा है. So based on that only we need to understand the discounting factors, discounting rate, and what all are the return on investments, right? If I am investing 1,000 rupees, so what will be my return on investment after 1 year, 2 year, etc., right? It will be in a positive, it will be in a negative. I need to cross check with discounting cash flow method. Then venture capital method, yes, there are formula of venture capital wherein the investors need to pre-revenue evaluation will be there. They look after and the survival of the company, the investors mindset also, and several other things for a years. So there are two types of formulas using to work out your this particular valuation. One is anticipated return on investment, and second is post money valuation. So in common, we can usually, this is return on investment is very common factor wherein every company need to focus on this. So this will be calculated based on terminal value divided by post money value. But you need to understand post money value first. So post money valuation includes, yes, terminal value plus anticipated return on investment. So if we go through with terminal value, so your initial investments would be there, and after that you need to divide the post money valuation. And post money valuation का अगर थ्रू जाते हैं तो terminal value को आपको anticipated return on investment से करना पड़ेगा, because you need to set your target year on year, what would be your return on investments. If you are targeting consistently 10%, that is a common to everywhere, but company should gradually focusing on 10, then 15%, then 20%, so that keeping in mind this forecasting, they work accordingly. So venture capitalist method is also there, through which you can value your startup. And last is book value methods. Yes, it purely based on your assets based valuation, wherein your assets tangible or intangible you need to calculate, your liabilities usko minus karna hai, because assets is your money. Like I'll give you an example of bank having a asset liability management funda, wherein all the investors who invest, who open their saving account, who invest in fixed deposit, everything, who invest in share market, who invest in insurance and everything, this money is a liability for a bank. And bank का asset क्या रहेगा? If bank gives loan, there are many types of loans, 15-16 types of loans. एग्रीकल्चर लोन है, पर्सनल लोन है, होम लोन है, बिजनेस लोन है, कॉर्पोरेट लोन है, इक्विपमेंट लोन है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. सो ये जो पैसा बैंक का पब्लिक के पास जा रहा है, दैट इज बैंक्स असेट. क्रेडिट कार्ड जो दे रहे हैं वो भी बैंक का असेट है, और बैंक में जो पब्लिक का पैसा है दैट इज अ लाइबिलिटी. तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट बुक वैल्यू कितना असेट है, कितना लाइबिलिटी है, प्लस माइनस कितना हो रहा है, बेस्ड ऑन दैट यू कैन वैल्यू योर स्टार्टअप. So I hope you understand there are 8 types of methods wherein you can calculate your startups. Now look at this startup. If you go through with 2021 scenario, 2021 latest startups, Misho is there, right? ShareChat is there, Infra Market hai, Digit hai, Pharmacy, etc., etc. So just go through their valuation. I'm sharing with you the valuation of these startups, and just try to understand how rapidly they are growing their market share, right? So this is ET Tech reports, Economic Times का एक report आया था जिसमें उन्होंने एक रिसर्च किया था, इंडियन स्टार्टअप्स यूनिकॉर्न्स इन 2021 में कितने हैं ये बताया है. So figure is in front of you only. There are a list of unicorn, date through which they have started their own. Yes, valuation in billions, not in millions. Million includes in lakhs, billion includes in crores, and that too in a dollar, right? So you just multiply $1.9 billion, right? So Digit is again an insurance company. Invocer is again a software company. Infra Market is infrastructure company, and so on. So latest Gupshup is again an international company, but still yes, they have started in India with an enterprising message. नाम से समझ में आ रहा Gupshup. Very old, but still gradually they are increasing their market share in India also. शेयर चैट का भी हम देख सकते हैं. ग्रो इज अगेन स्टॉक ब्रोकिंग ऐप. दे आई डोंट नो इन्होंने यहाँ पे यस जीरोदा इज आल्सो देयर, बट जीरोदा प्रीवियसली ईयर होगा. जीरोदा वाज लाइक के उनका जो बिजनेस साइकिल था, दे स्टार्टेड एंड दे ग्रो इन विद इन अ स्पैन ऑफ 2 years ओनली. ग्रो का भी बहुत अच्छा स्टार्टअप रहा है, बहुत अच्छे तरीके से उन्होंने किया है. ऑल द फिगर्स एंड डेट्स यहाँ पे दिए हुए कि कब तक का वो डेटा यहाँ पे लिया हुआ है, राइट. सो देयर आर मल्टीपल सेक्टर्स एंड बेस्ड ऑन दिस मल्टीपल सेक्टर्स इंडियाज टॉप यूनिकॉर्न्स के लिस्ट में यहाँ पे ये एक कुछ सेक्टोरियल वाइज इन लोगों ने डेटा शेयर किया है. नाउ बेस्ड ऑन दिस वैल्यूएशन ओनली their market share is automatically increased, right? Their opportunities will automatically grow, and there are many other areas wherein they can enter into the business. So from this, what all are the takeaways from the sessions, right? So what you have to do from today only, I hope you all have read Economic Times, but if you really wanted to become an entrepreneur, being an educational person, if you really wanted to become an entrepreneur, you can, no issues on that. But yes, Economic Times is the things wherein you need to regularly we can say that, yes, read. This will give you a broader idea about entrepreneurship, startups. Attend startups and entrepreneurship quiz competitions. There are various seminars also. Why I am sharing here quiz competition? Because again, the sense of belongingness, हम लोगों से अंदर से छोटी चीजों से हम लोगों को आगे बढ़ना चाहिए. तो अगर हम क्विज अटेम्प्ट करते हैं, कुछ सेमिनार्स को अटेंड करते हैं, these small things motivate us and drive us to, yes, reach to a bigger pathway. Third is try to register yourself for a Smart India Hackathon. There are big opportunities. There are many schemes related to this for students as well as faculty members. Learn how to write business plan. I am doing point number 4 and 5 also. I am used to it, right? So learn how to write business plan. Learn how to prepare feasibility report. So if you do regularly all these types of activities, a sense of belongingness, आप आपके रिटायरमेंट के बाद में या आपके जॉब के साथ साथ में अगर आपका एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप आप चालू करना चाहो, स्टार्टअप चालू करना चाहो, तो यू कैन डू इट विथ योर फैमिली मेंबर्स. आपके घर पे अगर बेटा है, अगर उनकी सोच ये है कि नहीं मुझे जॉब नहीं करना है, रियली वांटेड टू बिकम एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, तो दे कैन डू इट, नो इश्यूज ऑन दैट. But yes, if you do regularly this type of activities, all the 5 jot down points here, so this will definitely inculcate sense of belongingness towards entrepreneurship, and this will help you in the coming future also. So expecting this, and with this note only, I thank you all the organizers, management and faculty members for patience listening, and hope आपने 10% तो इसमें से कुछ सीखा होगा. So I believe कि feedback and testimonials plays a very important role for any speaker, any person, so that they can sharpen their skills, they can come out something new with according to the feedback. So thank you once again very much for giving me this opportunity. I hope I am on time. As per the given time, I justified my presentation, and over to Sanjeev sir for the session. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Krunal sir. Yes, is there any question or doubts to share with Dr. Krunal Parekh sir?
Always
Yes,
welcome.
audience, is there any questions?
इनिशिएटिव लेना बहुत जरूरी है. आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम स्टूडेंट्स, बट अभी यहाँ पे फैकल्टी भी नहीं बोलेंगे तो कैसा चलेगा. सी, मैं एक ही फंडा समझता हूँ, बीइंग एन गुजराती, मुझे इतना समझ में आता है कि अगर मुकेश अंबानी एक एक मिनट के करोड़ों रुपए कमा रहे हैं, हम यहाँ 41 लोग हैं, 1 घंटे का टाइम दिया है, 40 into 60 अगर हम करते हैं तो हमने 2400 मिनट दिए हैं. अगर हम 1 मिनट का भी 1000 करोड़ समझते हैं तो हमने 2400 मिनट में कितने करोड़ रुपए गवा दिए या कमा लिए. It's up to you only. Right. I totally understand. ये lunch के बाद का session था, but I believe कि out of 100% faculty ने कुछ 10% तो समझा होगा.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Right, sir.
Sir, can you put some spotlight on the emerging areas?
Emerging, we can
Emerging areas, yes.
so we can say
This is
that
Saurabh saying that, yeah.
food market is a emerging area, pharma and supply chain.
Okay, fine.
As far as my concern, as
Yes,
per
sir.
my observation, मैं नागपुर के जितने startup वालों से मिलता हूँ, उनसे मैं बात करता हूँ. So I came to understand. Yes, electronic vehicle is also there. Yesterday I met with my one of my good friend. उसका Trinity Motors करके all over India में franchise system चलता है. He is running his business from Nagpur only. Trinity Motors, two-wheeler electronic vehicle पे लोग deal करते हैं.
Okay, sir.
And they are growing like anything. So you will see a news in coming year or two regarding Trinity Motors. So electronic vehicle is there, but बहुत big shots players already आ रहे हैं.
Okay, fine.
So if you are having any interest, to enter into this segment.
Okay.
This will give you number game. This is again a number game, right? Because we don't have that much of capital invest और हम लोग बैठ जाता है.
Yeah.
हम लोग gradually ऐसे invest करेंगे से food business है, number game. Every day new customer will have.
Yes, sir.
So if you really wanted to start, you can start with this concept.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you getting my point.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saurabh.
Yes.
Yes. Any other question from audience, sir?
And I also would like to say something, Sanjeev sir. Yours is the first institute in Nagpur जो FPP की entrepreneurship innovation पे कराना faculty को. I must congratulate your team also. Because
Thank you very much, sir.
तो वहाँ पे मुझे समझ में आता है कि लोग एक साथ छोटा पोर्शन डालते हैं, बट आपने पूरा कंसेप्ट उसमें डाल दिया. So I hope all the faculty members in coming will enjoy and will learn anything.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. You are a motivational.
Always, sir.
सौरभ सर थोड़ा माइक म्यूट करना है.
Okay.
थोड़ा इको का प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. Okay. Again, is there any question from audience side? Sir, my question, one basic question to Krunal sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose any student want to do an entrepreneurship in the area of electrical engineering. In some 2 or 3 days before, Professor Saurabh Singh and me concerned about the various electrical apparatus. Saurabh Singh?
Yes, sir. Actually, I have a query about the new emerging area, the green building with the renewable energy. The concept of green building with renewable energy.
Right. So I think yours is not an incubation center, right? आपका incubation center नहीं है.
No. Till now not, sir.
Right.
But we are trying for coming
yes, so
days.
it will again take time. So by the time what you should have to have a MOU with any institute, those who are having their own incubation center.
Okay.
Krunal sir, just a minute. Saurabh Singh, थोड़ा सा म्यूट कर दीजिए, आवाज एको नहीं होगा. Yes, now continue, sir.
Yes, sir. So you just tie up with any institute, those who are having their own incubation center, right? Because in under incubation center, I can give you a reference. Pratap Shukla sir is there. हमारा जो ये है ना अमरावती रोड पे जो RTMNU का है बिल्डिंग है, RTMNU की नागपुर यूनिवर्सिटी की जो बिल्डिंग है, वहीं पे RTMNU का इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर बना हुआ है. So you can connect with Pratap Shukla sir. And if Sanjeev sir really wants, so I will share his contact number to you.
I know, sir. We met with Pratap sir, and 2-3 years back we have a session in our college also.
Sir, वो तो 2-3 साल पहले की बात है. But
funding regarding funding.
Right. So अभी आप उनसे मिलिए और आपकी जो भी concept है, you just share the concept with them also. आप अपने student को भी लेके जाइए एंड लेट्स सी कुछ फ्रूटफुल निकल जाता है तो बहुत अच्छी बात होती है, बिकॉज एट प्रेजेंट यू डोंट हैव एनी इंक्यूबेशन पार्ट, राइट? तो अगर इंक्यूबेशन नहीं रहेगा तो ये सब चीजों के लिए हमको किसी से टाई अप करना ही पड़ेगा, otherwise we won't wait for a long time, right? So you can do these things, this will definitely help you, and I'm sure
Thank you, sir.
प्रताप सर को कनेक्ट करिए, कहीं ना कहीं आपको हेल्प मिल जाएगा सर, नो इश्यूज ऑन दैट।
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
मैं संजू सर
Saurabh
के
Singh
साथ में
sir and
कांटेक्ट
Krunal
नंबर
sir.
शेयर कर दूंगा
I will also be in touch with you, sir.
फॉर श्योर।
Yeah. So it was a nice session, Dr. Krunal sir. It's really a brainstorming session for all of us related to startups and the innovation and the entrepreneurship. Uh, I would like to give you your precious time for this session. Thank you very much, sir.
Being a pleasure and looking forward to see a long-term association with you all. Thank you, Saurabh sir.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Sanjeev sir, and thank you all the HODs and faculty members for your active participation. Thank you.
Definitely, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome. You are most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a nice day.
All of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All the
Sanjeev sir, मैं
participants,
leave
the
कर लूं?
attendance. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Thank you.
All the participants, the attendance sheet and feedback form is shared with our SBGen family group. So kindly go through it and fill all the details. And your feedback is the most important for the session. Tomorrow we will meet on 11 a.m. and the session is conducted by Dr. Sanjay Barjati sir, Principal SBJITMR Nagpur, on the topic Industry 4.0. Okay, so we will gather here tomorrow on 11 a.m. Have a nice day. Thank you.